Hi dear friends, welcome back to Akshadare. I'm Devraj and today is 20th June almost and we are going to end the June month. So it's only 10 days left. I hope you guys are working and preparing towards to improve our communication in English. ಸೊ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಕಲಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಲವು ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮೊದಲು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಐ ವುಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಟು subscribe everyone to my channel and like and comment. If you like the video, please share with your friends so that I can bring very informative videos in the upcoming days. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್. Yes, welcome back to Akshadare guys. So let's see what's in the front page of the Hindu newspaper which is very important for the point of examination, competitive exams especially. IPS officer Ravi Sinha, the new RAW chief. Guntur rock painting shows mantling. China-US agreed to stabilize relations. Most articles are in Urdu, Hindi and Tamil. In languages confined to a state, Tamil leads. Bhavani wins bronze in Asian fencing. HC admits review plea by mighty bodies on ST status. MTU contests court direction to the Manipur government for inclusion of mighty community and ST list. Expeditiously, preferably within 4 weeks from the date of receipt of a copy of this order. Punjab steps in to help Karnataka with its free rice scheme. AP Karnataka takes the initiative to arrange for the procurement ahead of launch on July 1st. Khalistani Tiger Force Chief Nijjar gunned down. Government pulling its socks up as state stays at drought. Student killed, 3 injured as car rams into pocket vehicles and electricity fall. Honor killing, 3 persons including father arrested in Tumakuru district. What is this? Honor killing. Let's see. 3 persons have been arrested by the Chelur police for the death of a 17-year-old daughter of a farmer in what is suspected to be a case of honor killing. Thus arrested her father of the girl, his son and his brother. The accused had disposed of the body by burning it on the farmland in their village in Chelur police station limits in Tumakuru on June 9th, the police said. The incident came to light when police patrolling the area came to know about the mysterious death of a girl and probed the matter before alerting the higher-ups. A CO motor case was taken up and the accused were arrested and charged with murder and destruction of evidence. The victim, Netravati, was the only daughter of Parshuram, who has 3 children. Parshuram, who belongs to a scheduled tribe community, is a local leader. According to the police, Netravati, a PU student at Sira Government College, was in a relationship with Kumar, who is from a scheduled caste. After the family came to know about the relationship, it made her discontinue her studies and got her engaged to another man. Netravati was not interested in getting married to the person chosen by her parents, went missing 2 days after the engagement. Few years over this, the family members started looking for her. They managed to trace her on June 8th and brought her home. The accused were agitated that she had brought disrepute to the family. They tortured her before forcing feeding her a pesticide to make it look like suicide. When she resisted and refused to consume the pesticide, Parshuram with his son and other brother strangled Netravati and later cremated the body, said the police. The police also found the role of the deceased grandmother Lakshmamma in abetting the murder, but due to the age factor and lack of evidence, she was not arrested, the police said. It's a kind of honor killing, so can't do anything. Police have to care, take the case in proper manner. Let's go to the next page. Food delivery executive killed in accident. Lokaktha raid on Karnataka Soaps and Detergent Limited. Woman trampled to death, another injured. Guidance value of properties to be revised after 4.5 years. The last revision of guidance value was carried out in 2018, which came into force from January 1, 2019. Department of Stamps and Registration to come out with a draft of new guidance values soon. High Court gives state government 12 weeks to redo a BBMP ward delimitation. Harmed with HC stay, developer halts BBMP demolition drive halfway. Bangalore Dharwad Vande Bharat trial run begins. Firms on a drunken brawl leads to non-payment of salaries to employees. Timely intervention saves women's fingers. Government pulling its socks up as state stays at drought. There is some level of panic and we are monitoring the situation, says Krishna Baire Gowda. Congress files plaint against BJP leaders for malicious video on Rahul Gandhi. Theft at SBI branch in Arkalgud, attender held. Congress fields Shettar, Bose Raju and Tippanna for council election. Communal violence. Families of 6 victims get 25 lakh each jobs. Property registration to be asle free under Kaveri 2.0. Okhuta urges union government to provide rice to state. The center should respond in accordance with the federal principles of the constitution and immediately release the essential rice to Karnataka. 33 students taken ill in Sedam. HC non-consummation of marriage does not amount to cruelty on wife under IPC. The court makes this distinction while quashing criminal proceedings against a man and his parents by his wife under Section 498A, alleging that the husband subjected her to cruelty by refusing to have a physical relationship with her. HC declines plea against a trans man's application. Let's read this information. So the court makes the distinction while quashing the criminal proceedings against a man and his parents by his wife under Section 498A, alleging that the husband subjected her to cruelty by refusing to have physical relationship with her. Non-consummation of marriage by husband doesn't amount to cruelty on wife under the definition of Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, even though non-consummation amounts to cruelty under the provisions of the Hindu Marriage Act. The High Court of Karnataka has ruled. The High Court has ruled made that this distinction while quashing criminal proceedings against a man and his parents by his wife under Section 498 of the A of the IPC, alleging that the husband subjected her to cruelty by refusing to have physical relationship with her. The court noted that the only substantial allegation made by the wife, who lived with her husband in a marital home only for 28 days after the marriage, is that he never intended to have physical relationship with her, as he is a follower of Brahma Kumaris. It was alleged in the complaint that he was always watching the videos of one sister Shivani, a Brahma Kumari, and told the wife that he gets inspired by watching those videos and encouraged her to watch the videos. The husband, inspired by Brahma Kumari videos, was of the view that love is never getting physical. It should be soul to soul. Due this, he never intended to have physical relationship with the wife. The court noted the husband's intention of not to have physical relationship with the wife would undoubtedly amount to cruelty due to non-consummation of marriage under Section 12(1)(a) of the Hindu Marriage Act, and not cruelty as is defined under Section 498 of the IPC, the court observed. Noticing that the family court had in November 2022 annulled the marriage, solemnized the December 2019, which allowing the plea for annulment by made by the wife on the ground of cruelty in view of failure of the husband to consummate the marriage. The High Court said that the criminal proceedings under Section 498A cannot be permitted to continue in the absence of ingredient for invoking Section 498A. The continuation of criminal proceedings against the husband and the in-laws who never stayed with her would degenerate into harassment and become abuse of the process of law, resulting in miscarriage of justice. The court said while allowing the petition filed by the husband and his parents. It's a kind of harassment by a man. Archaeologist finds Mesolithic era rock painting in Guntur. A rising India in words dance steps with the US. This is the editorial page. Let's read this editorial page. India and America are BFF, best friends forever, and each needs the other more than even before today. United by powerful mutual interests, India took 63 years to reach 1 trillion GDP, 7 years to eat 2 trillion, 3 years to eat 3 trillion, and is estimated to reach 25 trillion by 2047 according to PricewaterhouseCoopers. 100 years after independence. In 1700, India accounted for over 35% of global GDP, making it the world's biggest. And by the time of the economic crisis in 1991, and by the it was down to almost 1%. Today it is at around 4 to 5% and rising. The United States needs this market desperately, and India needs America's capital and its technology, military and non-military both. By 2030, India will have a working population of 1 billion, which is more than the entire G8 population. Today, it has internet coverage almost equal to it. As recently as 8 years ago, India's per capita mobile data consumption was one of the lowest in the world, 122nd, and today it is ranked to one, more than that of the US and China combined, which is helping take prosperity to every nook and corner of India. A green friendly success story. And let us look at the infrastructure story, which is a significant success and its multiplier effects. Benefits will reverberate in the next 5 to 10 years, for these are long gestation projects. Infrastructure spend has shut up while fiscal prudence has been maintained. Fiscal expansion and fiscal prudence are a very tough act to pull off, and the finance ministry has done well. Let us take the example of how a combination of carbon tax on fuel coupled with a coal cess and infrastructure development cess found enough savings to fund at least a part of the rail, roads and the ports expansion. It was green for the infrastructure being built was green friendly and the tax was on non-green items. The fuel subsidy has come down from about 50,000 crore in 2015 to just 7,000 crore now. And if extrapolated on a rising GDP, then the savings would be of the order of 9 to 10 billion. What is often scarcely appreciated is that even a mere listing of a project on Pragati, or proactive governance and timely implementation, the monthly review of every union, state government stakeholder by the Prime Minister, makes officials issue long pending government orders or clearances and generally positively smoothens the system to de-bottleneck infrastructure. A lot of preparation goes behind each Pragati review across departments and states to ensure that there are decisions and not dilly-dallying, which is what is making infrastructure delivery happen. Alongside it, Gati Shakti, a geospatial information systems overlayer powerful tool prevents unnecessary and random cutting of roads and forest, saving time and resources. Further, for the first time, the private sector was allowed into commercial coal mining, leading to Odisha, West Bengal, and Chhattisgarh, all national democratic alliance states reaping huge rewards, while no new oil exploration contracts were awarded between 2010 to 17. By 2030 and 5 lakh square kilometers will be under exploration contracts, a boost to transparency and efficiency. Money for mega infrastructure spend was also made possible due to another unspoken reform of the public and financial management system. It is a centralized transaction system to improve the transparency, accountability, and efficiency in government financial spending and to plug waste and leakages. It has driven what was often considered impossible to do, a centralized core database integration of different platforms with banks, thereby enabling direct payments to beneficiaries, reducing time and cost while enhancing efficiency. To date, about 1,200 million beneficiaries and 592 banks covering over 12,000 central and state government schemes have done over 6,000 million transactions with a transaction value of 1.64 trillion. Likewise, while impressive progress have been made on road construction across India, what is not much talked about is the Parivahan system, which is a one-stop system for transport across 1,400 road transport offices, enabling leakage-proof revenue collection of 400 billion through the registration of the about 350 million vehicles and 150 million licenses. India gets 100 billion in remittances and that around 20 million is a tad less than the overall global migrant population of about 280 million, who are influential and now extremely proud and confident on the global stage. Earlier, India would stand as one among the 195 countries of the world at any global gathering. But today it stands shoulder to shoulder with the G8 as an equal. India's global rise is largely because of the Prime Minister's personal outreach and ability to build strategic friendships with the world leaders quickly and with mutual value. To add to this, one has external affairs minister Jas Jaishankar uh, astute to understanding the articulation of India's position on global stages. He addressed a closed door meeting of a major global management consultancy firm in the United States, faced tough questions and answered them with ease. India needs to give up its non alignment hang ups of the past and measure each situation on its merit and national interest, like it did with Russian oil. India got oil at a competitive price and it did the deal, refined and sold a made in India product back to the Europeans. This was the kind of deal which would do any global private equity fund proud, whatever hypocritical lens the world may want to weave it through. There is much to do, much to be done. Indeed, a lot remains to be done. India needs greater digitalization of internal processes and a better services delivery using India stack. Revive stalled agriculture reforms, build up a supply chain capability, and move manufacturing to India as companies look for other homes outside China, and carry out deeper judicial reforms to name a few. India has a 290 billion balance of trade and deficit, 9% of GDP, and two times of its pre-COVID 19 highs. Almost 50% of India is still stuck in agriculture, and manufacturing remains stuck at 14 to 15% of GDP. US capital and technology can help in many of these areas. As India completes 75 years of independence, cannot be stuck in ambassador care. Defense technology, the need and needs critical US help to modernize and build its own capabilities too. Both the Republicans and the Democrats see India as a valued civilizational value, ally, and a strategic partner over many years. And an astonishing waltz is on. This is reflected in the fact that after Winston Churchill and Nelson Mandela, Narendra Modi becomes the only major world leaders to address this their US Congress twice. That is not an easy recognition which America bestows, and they are certainly not bugs. India and the US are friends, but not allies. No, and Pakistan is an ally, not a friend. Stephen Cohen often said that the journey from friendship to Holly is a short one and needs to be walked by both sides here and now. Why not start with an easy win? The US allows the competition of immigration formalities in 15 locations worldwide, including Abu Dhabi, as visa issues will be on the table this time. Why not include Bengaluru, Mumbai, and Delhi to this list, which will make travel to so much easier for the average citizen? Yeah, this is a very good idea. So yes, he's an IF observer. So it's a good idea, sir. So let's go to the next page. Refugees has assets to their new countries. Oscar Mundia, written by. Let's go to this safety first. India's regulators must ensure quality and safety of drugs. As we commemorate yet another World Refugee Day, we honor the courage and resilience of the 103 million individuals who have endured post displacement due to conflicts and unrest worldwide. These staggering figures mask countless human stories marked by loss and shattered dreams. This day is a reminder of our collective responsibility as global citizens and a call for engagement and empathy. It is a day to promote a solidarity between communities and, most importantly, to reflect on the importance of welcoming refugees and displaced persons into our communities. Global conflicts, which include the ongoing wars in Ukraine, Myanmar, and Sudan, among others, and the protracted situations in Afghanistan and Somalia, present an unprecedented challenge. These crises extend to our region where many individuals have been uprooted from their homes. Sadly, South and Southeast Sadly, South and Southeast Asia are not immune to the challenges of displacement. India is home to some 250,000 possibly displaced persons, with women and children constituting half of that population. India continues to graciously host and assist refugees and asylum seekers within its territory. A testament to our shared humanity, we thank the government of India for its steadfast support in generously hosting refugees throughout its history in a manner that deserves to be applauded and emulated. Refugees want opportunities, not handouts. Today, we are reminded of the story of a young Afghan refugee, Ahmad. The names used in this article are not real names to protect the individuals who sought refuge in India fearing persecution in his home country. After pursuing his education through a distance learning program from the National Institute of Open Schooling, he is now teaching refugee and local children and aspires to serve the community that uplifted from him from being a nobody to a valuable member of the society. It is remarkable to note how institutional support empowered him in realizing his potential and making him a valued contributor to his community and society. For refugee youth, it is not just a matter of talent, it is a matter of prospects. They want opportunities, not handouts. They wish to be self reliant and are eager to use their talents and passions to contribute to the communities hosting them. We can all do more to give them hope and those opportunities while they are away from home. Examples are plenty where we have seen an extraordinary show of resilience and talent from refugee youth when given the right opportunity. With career support and strong will, Talisma, a stateless person and twice displaced Rohingyas women in India, could fulfill our dream of being educated and is now a role model for other girls in our community. Similarly, with skill and guidance from experts, Aisha Egg, an Afghan refugee, is slowly making her way towards pursuing a career as an artist designer. She designed a line of swimwear recently for an up and coming brand, which is now on sale through an online store. Dismantle the barriers. Refugees and asylum seekers encounter a myriad of obstacles such as legal recognition and challenges in obtaining government issued documents, which hinder their access to essential services, including financial support and health care. It is incumbent upon us to dismantle these barriers and ensure that they are afforded equal opportunities in employment, education, housing, and healthcare. Our efforts is in creating an inclusive society must cater to the unique needs of refugee youth. To ensure that truly no one is left behind, we should engage with and include youth, especially refugee youth, in the realization of the Sustainable Development Agenda. Addressing the rising number of the possible displaced is an urgent moral imperative that demands our collective action. The Global Impact Compact on Refugees acknowledges the magnitude of the displacement crisis and calls for solidarity through a whole of society approach. It is built on the understanding that the responsibility towards the possibly displaced is not limited to governments but extends to each one of us, including individuals. The private sector, non-government organizations, and community-based organizations. It also recognizes that the global south is disproportionately affected and that host communities need assistance. The Global Compact on Refugees strives to enhance the international response, support host countries, promote self reliance, and explore long term solutions such as resettlement and safe returns. Let us embrace the principle of equitable burden sharing and fulfill our responsibilities to refugees, ensuring their well being and the well being of their generous host communities. By doing so, we can create a world where the potential of every refugee, such as Ahmed, can be realized and where hope and opportunities abound for those in need. This is a critical moment in our lifetime when we have the power to shape future generations, and we invite individuals, the private sector, and the governments to do their part in supporting the youth from refugee and host communities. Together, we can truly ensure the government of India's vision of a Viksit Bharat is realized. As we mark today's World Refugee Day, let us recommit ourselves to standing in unison with refugees and displaced persons, recognizing their strength and indomitable hope and untapped potential. Together, we can dismantle barriers, create pathways to meaningful opportunities, and restore their sense of dignity. We should never look away. Yes, let's go to the next page. Safety first. A summit with substance, a change of name for hoods. BJP Shiv Sena alliance hopes to woo the OBCs by renaming places in non-English language. Wikipedia, Urdu, Hindi, and Tamil lead. 12 lakh applications for 14,000 jobs. Modi began to discuss Huawei issue relevant to India US. Foreign Secretary says that India and US are focused on how defense industrial companies can form a supply line ecosystem. The firm will also interact with the Indian diaspora in two phases. Congress demands white paper on China border issue. HC admits review plea by mighty bodies. Punjab steps in to help Karnataka with rice. Rajbhavan control room in West Bengal gets hundreds of planes on Panchayat pools. People of West Bengal never observed Foundation Day. Chief Minister Shell tells governor. India gives Highness Kirpan to Vietnam, focuses on enhancing defense relations security. He removes top court for custody of Senthil Balaji. President's rule is the last option in Manipur. Government will wait and watch. The BJP The BJP is in a dilemma regarding the continuance of Biren Singh as Manipur CM as violence continues. His removal could alienate Maithi's communities more. The party fears president's rule could push back normalcy in states as FSPA may return. BJP interested in prolonging the Manipur conflict. Shinde Thakre trade bobs on Shiv Sena's Foundation Day. Uniform Civil Code fought up direct principles of state policy, says Rajnath Singh. Gandhi Prize is a great honor, says Geeta Press. Declines cash award. Court rejects ex-IPS officer's plea in Gujarat Railroad case. UN rights chief seeks to establish presence in China and India. Ladakh leaders meet union minister, demand statehood. Senior IPS officer Ravi Sinha appointed next chief of RAW. So, what is this? Ladakh leaders meet union minister, demand statehood. The delegation objects to the composition of a high-powered communities in its interaction with Nityanand Rai. They also seek protections under the constitution provided to tribal areas. Flood situation improves in Assam, 31,000 still affected. Sociologist Athar Imtiaz Ahmad passes away at 83. Punjab government decision to allow free to air telecast if the Gurbani creates a row. 26 people stranded near Himachal Lake rescued. Former Gujarat legislature Govabhai Rabari joins BJP. Mighty Jagannath Yatra. Chinese Prime Minister Premier visits Germany amid growing mistrust with the West. Small submarine used to Titanic wreckage is missing US. UN adopts first ever agreement to protect marine life in the high seas. Ukraine says one more village recaptured on southern front. 5 Palestinians killed in Israel's West Bank raid. Xi meets Blinken as China US agreed to stabilize relations amid tensions. Blinken says he agreed on the need to stabilize ties but was clear-eyed on differences. Whether the two countries can find the right way to get along bears on the future and destiny of humanity. China's leader told the visiting US top diplomat. UN slams gender apartheid in Kabul. Europe is world's fastest warming continent. As Imran's PTI faces crackdown, a new party of deserters is taking shape. Yes, guys, here is a notification who are interested to join for PhD. So here is the notification has been given by the Karnataka State Open University, Mukta Gangotri, Mysuru. Admission to PhD programs 2023 to 24 regular mode. So the Kannada Political Science, Geography, Biotechnology, Hindi, Journalism and Mass Communication, Chemistry, Microbiology, Telugu, Commerce, Biochemistry, Education and Economics. So if you are interested to join for chemistry for the above given subjects, these only Kannada, Political Science, Geography, Biotechnology, Hindi, Journalism and Mass Communication, Chemistry, Microbiology, Telugu, Commerce, Biochemistry, Education, Economics. If you are interested to join for PhD in research for these subjects, you can apply. So that the application starting date is the 19/6/2023. Yesterday was the starting date, and the last date is 30th this month. And last date for submitting with panel of fees of rupees 500 is 15/17. The entrance date is 23. Receipt result declaration is 37 July. Counseling supervisor counseling date is 14th 8 2023. So I hope I would give one more video about this PhD admission. So please wait and see the full video. Five Palestinians killed in Israel's West Bank raid. FFM calls for efforts to push farmers to cultivate millets. Nirmala Sitharaman urges NABARD to increase the land area cultivated with millets. The FM also advises improving rural income and protecting the returns of farmers already growing millets. Karur Vaishya opens branch in Chennai. The banks at 800th. Withdrawal of duty benefit scheme by UK may impact labor-reliant export sectors. Indigo announces a record order for 500 Airbus A320 family jets. Adani units investors OK plan to raise up to 8,500 crore. US FDA grants final approval for Zydus copy of acne drug. Tata backed Upstock's plans to float an AMC. Government to sell 92 lakh shares in Coal India to its employees. Sweden's Elekta Mulls making radiotherapy gear in India. Luprizol to invest over 150 million in India. Verstappen achieves a milestone victory. Spain shoots out Croatia in tenth final, clinches Nations League title. Root tops the charts for the most number of sixes in a test in 2023. India contingent gets up to a strong start on opening day. Odisha CM announces 1 crore reward. Team donates 20 lakhs. Aditi continues gold good show, registers another top 10 finish. Bhavani makes history, becomes first Indian to win Asian Sea Ship Championship medal. Broad's double strike provides England hedge in grappling duel. Tajinder Paul too rewrites his own Asian record, books a berth for the words. Tongue slashing the wake up call Chetri. Tilak to chair BCCI Junior Cricket Committee. Clark votes of C. High Lowry Roy to win his first major title. Rich Hall for India at Canada Para International Meet. Spain forward Joselu arrives at Real Madrid. Advani leads India 1 to face Faisal Evans in Asian team snooker. Chennai Lions will start its campaign against Puneri Paltan in UTT Season 4. Inclusion of women players will help make GCL global, says report. Team MRF ties wins Rally Lipaja. Argentina defeats Indonesia 2-0 without Messi. I believe I have a big work in progress. Says they just win. The spirited athlete from Delhi who wishes to be the torch bearer of decathlon in the country achieved personal best in the three events in the interstate championship concluded on Monday. Which concluded on Monday. Egypt's class and a prowess to the four at the Chennai Squash World Cup. His Betelgeuse finally beating the rated in constellation Orion. The star Betelgeuse is around 500 light years away. If it were to explode, we will first detect a rain of massless particles called neutrinos, which will be harmless to us. After that, the star will quickly brighten. A week later, it will shine with about the same brightness as the full moon. Groundwater extraction has affected the Hartsfield new study. Let's go to the next page. Star gauging is the rage again in city as planetarium sees spike in footfall. The number of people walking in post-pandemic has been good. It has seen a footfall of about 1 lakh in the current financial year so far. The number of children visiting the planetarium with their parents has been good. However, children visiting as students on an educational tour from schools has dipped during and post COVID-19. Stars on the move. A space for all generations to get closer to nature together. The two-day festival Kupu was held with the idea of using inquisitiveness as a tool to introduce people to nature. These are the gifts that keep on giving. Have some of your belongings outlived their usefulness? Here are some ways you can distribute that wealth to those who will value it. An artistic pop-up. Life in the photo pit hand by hand. Art and tradition. Text and context. This is the last page. The years completed by Jammu and Kashmir under central rule. 5 year. The death toll in UP and Bihar due to heat-related diseases 166. This is too bad. The degrees by which Europe was hotter than 1850 to 9000, 19,000, 1900 levels. The month increase in the closure of SYP accounts in May. Investment by private equity and venture capital funds in India. Decoding the Adani report. What did the six-member panel appointed by the Apex Court find on SEBI's role as a regulator while probing alleged contraventions of the Adani Group? How has SEBI dealt with the allegations of stock manipulation in Adani scripts? Decoding the Adani report in the text and context page. And know your English pronounce on the chopping block. Sound particles quantum 2 quantum computers use qubits as their basic units of information. Physicists have found that packets of vibrational energy behave like packets of light energy using a new kind of beam splitter. This could technically qualify them to act as qubits as well. Linda P is one of India's greatest sportsperson, turned 50 on June 17. I quiz on the life and care of this phenomenal tennis player. So this is the last page, guys. I hope you enjoyed the newspaper reading, and I hope you continue at least 40 minutes to 2 hours to make you better in communication. So please subscribe the channel, like and comment. If you like the video, please share with your friends, and give the comment so I can bring very informative videos in the upcoming days. So see you in the upcoming videos, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.